for those of you that are new here, my name's Kieron, and I go to the church here on Sundays. We meet upstairs, and right now this is just a church building, and we just use this obviously to raise money for different sort of things and give all the money that we raise away. So what I talk about, and this is the talking part of Soul Point, is that anything that maybe the Bible says or what Christians believe, that's what I speak on, and that's what I try to explain. So a couple of weeks ago I spoke about rules, and that when you break a law you are expected to have a consequence for that law, so you'd be held accountable for it. So if you speed, you get a fine, you get a parking ticket. But then I wanted to also have the question of, and people think that if you break God's laws, there's not going to be any consequence. It's fine, nothing will happen. But that is wrong. If you break God's laws, as we all do, then there is a consequence, and the consequence is hell. And that's why there's this vision of heaven and hell, but that's why Jesus came to this earth to die, so that each and every one of us, if we chose to, we could go to heaven. But I wanted to really try to take on a question of, okay, but if God is a loving God, why would he send people to hell? If God is so loving and so amazing and so good, as you say, why does he go to hell? Why does he send people to hell? Now imagine this. If someone in your family, very close to you, or a friend, got murdered, obviously, to the person who murdered, you would feel anger, you would feel hatred. And then if they go to court, and then the judge at the front says to you, okay, yes, I found him guilty, he has done wrong, but I'm a loving judge, I'll let him go. Would that be right? I don't think that would be right. The judge is also quite just, and he would say, no, you have done something wrong, so now you've got to pay for what you have done. Even though the judge can be a loving judge and forgive whoever, because the person did something wrong, the judge had no choice but to send them to jail, or in this case, to hell. God has no choice. If you don't believe in him, he has no choice but to send whoever doesn't believe in him to hell. And I just pray that each and every one of us here are not one of those people that God has to send to hell, because I just want each and every one of you in heaven, because it's a fabulous place. And when you read about heaven and hell, trust me when I say you would not want to go to hell. And I just wanted to really see what you wanted to do, because this is an important thing in your life. There is no bigger decision that you will make in your life, whether to believe in God or not, because this will affect the afterlife, as people call it, what happens after death. And I just pray that you really do take this in, but realize that God does love you, but he's also a just God. But he will forgive you if you let him forgive you. If you ask Jesus into your life, if you believe in God, then he will forgive you and you will be able to go to heaven. I hope the rest of the evening goes well for you guys.